Hello, folks. This is Kevin from Good Day, Good Prayers. I hope that you're having a great day. Today is raining. It's raining pretty hard, but it's a wonderful day. It's a wonderful day here in my heart. It's a wonderful day here, and it's a wonderful day in my spirit, because all is well. Today we're going to talk about President Trump, and we're going to talk about the fact that he is not haphazard. The media will tell you, oh, he's making this up and making that up, and this is fictitious and that's fictitious, and so on. There is no proof of any of this or any of that. The fact of the matter is, there's proof of all of it, because President Trump is the art of the deal. He understands the art of the deal. You don't go into any negotiation from a standpoint of weakness. You only go in from a standpoint of strength. And so that is what President Trump is doing. Now, people say, oh, he's getting after the president of South Africa, saying all kinds of fictitious and awful things. The fact of the matter is, they have it. It's all recorded. It's all right there in black and white. And the fact of the matter is that President Trump wants to help South Africa, but he will not help South Africa until they help themselves. You have to be at peace. When he went through all of the various countries, when he first became president, and he got everybody to sign the 1,000-year peace treaty, he went with a portfolio, and he showed them the portfolio, and he said to each person, he said, this portfolio shows what you and your government have done. Now, if you want to be a part of the new economy that is going to be worldwide, you can go ahead and be at peace with all the other countries, or you can be kept out of the economy altogether. Every country around the world submitted to the new economy because they realized that each of their nations were going to do better. However, the next step was that he had to get rid of some of the leaders in some of those countries. And so he was able to negotiate a lot of those people out, and they were done. And we'll be talking about a lot of those countries and who they were. But the fact of the matter is, those people are gone, and the people who are in the new governments are all working with President Trump. They're all helping President Trump. And you really can't blame them. Satan is running around like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. And we talked about the fact that there's going to come a time when he is no longer going to be able to do that. Well, I've got a statue here today. I like this statue. It sits on my bookcase in the living room. This is the defeat of Satan, Revelations 20, verses 1 through 3. This is Michael, the archangel. This is Satan. Now, as you can see, Michael has legs, but what does Satan have? Well, he doesn't have legs. He's got a tail. He still has the wings, so you can see that he's still an angel. What's very interesting about this particular statue, the thing that I really like about the statue, is the fact that it shows how weak Satan is compared to Michael and compared to Gabriel. Now, you don't see Gabriel in that statue because he's not a part of that particular part of the Bible. And we talked about the fact that Gabriel leads the guardian angels, and Michael, of course, leads the warrior angels. And he's going to be the one that chains Satan and all of the minions. You may call them demons, but they're also called minions, which makes that storyline in that one cartoon very interesting. Now, they called one of them Kevin, but that didn't fool me. Just so that you know, I was not fooled by that at all. Anyway, Satan doesn't want you to believe that he's real. He doesn't want you to believe that he is an actual being. Because if he can convince you that he's not real, this is what he can do to you. He can be this guy, and you will be this guy. You are enslaved in his system. There's nothing that you can do about it. When he has you, he has you. This is why I tell people all the time that we need to get ready, because Satan is like a roaring lion seeking whom he may devour. And when we look at that statue, we see that Michael has him and he's ready to chain him up. And the people that see this say, now, is this the one who went and threatened and hurt all of the nations around the world? Is this the one? Well, he doesn't look like he's very much when it gets to be that point. And yet, when you have a habit that you can't break, and you're having problems in your life, he seems like an insurmountable being. Unfortunately, when he has you chained and bound, you're not able to get away from him. Yeah, he's bigger than life because of that. The angels and the people. The people were created a little lower than the angels, so they actually have more power. But we are given power through the blood of Jesus Christ. We are given power because of the fact that we believe. There is forgiveness for people. You can commit a sin. You shouldn't do it on purpose, but you can commit a sin and you can be forgiven for it. There doesn't seem to be any forgiveness for the angels. When Lucifer fell, a third of the angels went with him, and they became the minions or the demons. And then a third of the angels became the warrior angels, and then the other third became the guardian angels. And everybody on the face of the earth, there may be a few exceptions, but I don't know that there are. Everybody seems to have a guardian angel. And so Gabriel and his team are trying to protect you. And as long as you're willing to be in the will of God, you'll be okay. But as soon as you walk away from the will of God, then the little guy who Michael has his foot on the head of is going to be able to stand up, and he's going to be able to grab you, and he's going to be able to hurt you. We need to make sure that we are never chained by Satan. President Trump would never be chained by Satan. Why? Because of the fact that he is the one who's going to usher in the second coming of Christ, and Christ is going to set up his kingdom. What a day, what a glorious day that'll be. I sang that song the other day, and I think that's going to be the theme song for this show. Remember to give us a thumbs up, to subscribe to our channel. We got another subscriber yesterday, thank you. We need more subscribers on DSR chats as well, so if you can do that, we appreciate it. Thank you. We need you to watch our videos and watch them a little bit longer than you typically would. But there's one thing that we want for you more than anything, and that is that you have a good day. Good day will always start with good prayers. Are you praying today? Are you reaching the throne of God today? Good day.